We said this time and time again that these kidnappers work hand in hand with security personnel. Now, if not, why the hasty execution? How does these kidnappers get gone? Remember the case of that John Arum?
This is Trending News on Laveritatv Productions, and I'm Rebecca Nena Amos. On Trending News today, we have Justice for Mene Ogidi. Ashmusi freezes her eggs, shares moments online. Nigerian couple share marriage certificate at their wedding. Together with Mr. Shogo Emmanuel Adeyemi, we are going to be discussing on our trending matters. Let's go on a quick break and we'll be right back.
Anobi Desmond, congratulations, you qualified to the next round of the competition.
Are you ready to take your seat in the hot seats? Welcome to the Hot Seat Quiz Competition Season 2, where brilliance meets opportunity and young minds shine in mathematics, English, current affairs, and general knowledge.
It was Square Lagos. Option C, National Assembly Complex. And
this is not just a quiz, it's a platform to build, nurture, expose, and reward the brightest students across our schools. First position, 500,000 naira. Second position, 300,000 naira. And third position, 200,000 naira.
Power 5, that's the right answer.
Think you've got what it takes? Then step forward, take the challenge, and claim your place among champions. Powered by Laveritatv Productions and supported by Adekunle Komolafe Foundation. To participate, donate 5,000 naira to Adekunle Komolafe Foundation or scan this barcode. Registration closes on the 15th of May 2026. For participation, sponsorship, and partnership, please call. Don't just watch greatness, be part of it.
Welcome back. You're welcome, Mr. Shugo.
Thank you, beautiful Miss Becky.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shugo.
You're welcome.
It's nice having you in the studio again. I will continue to have you in the studio.
You can just make me your co-host.
Oh,
but
thank
seriously,
you so much.
today's topic. Let's get into it, Sha.
Wow, it's just somehow, right? But you know, that's life. Life happens anyway.
Nigeria is always happening.
Wow. We pray that we'll be all right in Nigeria one day, because a lot of people believe Nigeria will not change, but we are hoping that it will change. And now the news in detail. Many Nigerians are calling for justice for Mene Ogidi, who was seen in a trending video where a police officer named Usman Nuhu shot and killed him. In the video, the 28-year-old Mene Ogidi, whose hands were tied behind his back, was pleading with the police officer and even mentioned that he was willing to cooperate by exposing his accomplice. But the officer shot him dead in broad daylight, which left a lot of questions unanswered. People asked, is a policeman supposed to conduct an extrajudicial killing? Should the police be the complainant, judge, and executioner? Did the officer act on orders or instructions? If yes, from who? These and many other questions were asked by the people. Investigation is still on as the truth must prevail.
Okay. The kind of audacity that everyone has in this country is very scary. Politicians no longer care whether the people support them or not. Celebrities are busy scamming people online because they know who and who to settle. Terrorists and bandits come on TikTok to dance with after kidnapping hundreds of people and receiving ransom money in bank accounts. Take note, in bank accounts. The police publicly rob citizens in broad daylight and have now taken the abomination further by fearlessly executing arrested suspects in public view of everyone with AK-47. Only God knows how many more they have killed in their custody. Now, another one. Soldiers now climb fences to kill innocent people in their beds at night. But how can you blame them when so-called rehabilitated terrorists are now comrades in arms?
Wow.
Remember the case of the 700 and something terrorists that was released?
Yeah.
Imams now publicly call for violence, and one even placed a bounty on a pastor's head. He said, cut off his head and I'll pay you 2 million naira.
Wow.
A horror movie, only that is not a movie. Another one. Pastors now stand on their altars and swear that their members will die poor and miserable if they don't give them enough money.
That's wrong.
I'm going somewhere today. Bitter women now come on social media to advise other women to kill their husband in their sleep, or poison them slowly, or falsely accuse them of rape. It's funny, but it's true.
That's the truth.
Judges now publicly dance on your mandate you shall stand. National anthem. Electioneering here. This is just crazy. And going on, I can't even imagine the pain the family of that young man is going through. Seeing him, because I heard his family declared him missing on Sunday, only to watch his life execution by Nigerian police on social media.
Oh, God.
I'm just so pained. Heard the police has been arrested, but he's not the only one, because there are much in that video.
Oh, yes.
I just feel this hasty execution is a cover-up. You know? This is just so sad. Why take that action? Firstly, you shot him in the leg. That was not enough for him. You shot him 3 times. And others, in the video, others were even asking, you enter Amabi? A woman was there. You said, you enter. And you now arrest only him. And this Nuhu of a guy has cases upon cases upon cases. Why do you guys still leave him in the force? Who is this shielding? Why can't you do your due diligence and investigation? Yes, Mene got a parcel. Fine. Arrest him. He's been arrested. Question him. And he was even crying that he's willing to confess. He's willing to even take them to Asaba, where his friend is. But no, you didn't even allow. He was just eager. Who are you covering up for?
Mr. Shogo, you know, I heard that this particular Usman Nuhu is suspected to be a kidnapper, an armed robber. He does a lot of awful things too, which was why he rushed to take the life of this young man, so as to avoid any form of a confession from him that would cause
definitely, because he's, apart from even that, he's going to implicate his superiors. We said this time and time again that these kidnappers work hand in hand with security personnel. Now, if not, why the hasty execution? How does these kidnappers get gone? Remember the case of that John Arum?
Yes.
These kidnappers were seen not seen with police officers.
Oh, yes.
Is it not stupid police officers like Les Nuhu that they roll with kidnappers? Look at his haircut. Look at his bad tattoos on his body. Now you can't go out freely. Police officer will search you, especially in Kaduna here, Command Junction here. Every day you just see them there. They can't just see you, a boy or guy doing well. They must just search you. Why? Broad day robbery, because they are in uniform.
Things are really happening, and this is very, very sad. Like you said, how will his family feel right now? How are they feeling?
On Sunday here, they declared that they didn't see him again, only to watch his live execution on social media by one idiot that is waving gun. This is just, let's just talk about.
Sincerely speaking, justice must be served, because if this issue should just slide, then a lot of people will see talk, because people are already talking. People are in pain. You know, I notice these days Nigerians come out to support themselves emotionally. When something goes wrong with one, all will come out to say something, because this is something that we ought to talk about. If we are silent, then actions won't be taken.
Definitely.
I just pray that justice will prevail, because this is
will,
not
because
funny.
we will
It
never be
must
silent
prevail.
on this issue. It will.
May Nigeria not happen to us.
Amen. Oh, very, very prayer.
Oh my God.
That's a very strong prayer.
This is not funny at all. Nigerian skit maker and content creator Amarachi Amusi, popularly known as Ash Musi, has revealed that she has frozen her eggs. The influencer took to Instagram to share a video documenting the process, highlighting the various stages involved in egg freezing. According to Ash Musi, her decision was driven by a desire to avoid rushing into the wrong marriage due to societal pressure tied to age. The 30-year-old described the move as one of the best decisions she has made, noting that it secures her future as a mother, something she deeply values. She added that she chose to share her experience to create awareness and support other women who may be considering the option. Ashmusi also clarified that only her eggs from a single cycle were frozen, stressing that her reproductive organs remain intact and she can still conceive naturally. She accompanied the video with the caption, "Join me to go freeze my eggs." Now,
and we will join you when you are barren.
I was about to say, now we have women online that are dragging her for freezing her eggs, that later on she will start complaining, "Oh, I've been married for how many years, I don't have a baby." And here you are saying that you join her when she's barren.
With this issue, right? This social media, you say, has it done good or bad? These are the bad people in social media. Because of clout, just to get followers and all that nonsense, they do things to their body. We are still battling with BBL. We are not done with that one. This one, this is
eggs.
Mwanti. At 31, you are freezing your eggs.
No, she's 30.
You see why all these mushroom pastors are making money? Miracle Center. After the girls have done nonsense with their life, their productive life, they're not like, I beg, pastor, pray for me or make her get child. Yes. The pastor now, I'm gonna bring 200k, bring 300k. He's cashing out on their foolishness. Because this is foolishness. Why would you freeze your head? For what?
And you see, she said that she's creating awareness that it's normal.
Which awareness? You didn't create awareness for the kidnapping. You didn't create awareness for the banditry that is happening. All the killings is your stupid egg that is not even fertile.
Who told you that?
This egg will leave. If it's fertile, we should go freeze it. Why can't you even do surrogacy? Get a child and give to somebody. If your egg is really, really good, give it to somebody that is barren that needs a child.
Well, you know what?
These are cases that is just
sometimes I feel what's it called? This exposure of a thing, like knowing too much affects us to some point.
Them.
Look, Tashogo, those days when our parents were still existing, was there anything like freezing of eggs? But today, look at what's happening. She's going to freeze her eggs.
You know what I think? to just crown this, she just freeze her brain. Let's just know she's brainless. That's all.
Oh my God. Well, and right now, do you know we still have women that will be like, "Oh my God, I want to do this too."
She's a role model to some women.
I'm telling you
let's
this.
not call them women, so some girls.
Some senseless girls and brainless girls. Like you said.
Girls.
This is really karate girls. Oh my God. Ashmusi, I wish you all the best. You know why you did this? Okay. Kudos to you, and I wish you all the best in your life.
I think I know where you can freeze your brain too.
Oh my God. And now to the next one. A viral social media video has sparked widespread reactions after a Nigerian couple publicly tore their marriage certificate during their wedding ceremony. The unusual act, carried out shortly after the certificate was issued, has stirred debate across online platforms, with many questioning its meaning and implications. Why the couple tore the certificate? The act reportedly took place at the wedding venue, moments after the official documentation was handed over to them. According to the source of the video, the couple's actions was symbolic. It was said to represent their belief that divorce will never be an option in their union. Guests at the ceremony were heard cheering loudly as both partners tore the documents believed to be the two copies of the certificate. Despite the celebratory mode at the event, the gestures has continued to divide opinions online.
Okay.
I look at this as a stupid decision. Though they are saying they don't believe that divorce will come or divorce will come in between them, but do you know what? Right now, I feel this is stupid. That certificate is very, very important. There are cases where you will need that certificate to do one or two things. What happened to those cases? And they went as far as tearing their certificates because they feel they love each other enough to stay without being separated by anything at all except death, I believe. Now, they actually felt they are unique by doing this, but I call this stupidity. What do you call this, Mr. Shoku?
Well, I think it's based on their exposure, based on they want to trend, They want to do new things. You know, like, I don't, maybe these ladies that even brought the idea, like, let's just prove to the world that
Don't go there. Don't go there. That's gender bias.
we are together for life, you know. Let's just show that, some guys, what they allow women do to them.
That is even disrespectful.
You know, if you want to travel out, let's say now you're relocating now, right? So how are you going to prove that you guys are married? You understand?
Maybe they don't have the faith or belief that they might travel out someday.
Oh God, this is just disgusting. Like, I don't see it as a trend. I just see it as something that is just, it's childish.
I actually feel it's even disrespectful. That
the officiating ministers, they haven't officiated it. Can't you caution them?
Of course, yes.
Because people there now, their parents, they were out and did. If his mother and father had turned their certificate, will they be here? Will they be happy? Like, these people just want to create things that is just not just because of what. Now he's trending. They will still come back. That's why I love. One thing I love about social media is this, right? You just see replay, like there's part 1, part 2, part 3. You just remember, that guy, that type. Now we'll see. When divorce happen now, we're not praying for divorce. Yes, I understand where they are coming from, but that's going to an extreme. You understand? That's just going too far.
Okay, now, do you know why I tag this as a disrespectful act? Okay, now, imagine a situation whereby, like what you said, traveling out and presenting your marriage certificate. Now, at that point, they will need a proof that they are married, right? That's where they will now go back to the officiating ministers to give them another copy. And if those officiating ministers are not self-respectful, like maybe they don't respect themselves, they would like, okay, fine, let me give you maybe after a little bribe, because I know bribery will come in, because no elderly person or pastor or reverend in their right senses will present another marriage certificate to such kind of people.
My issue is just the parents and the people cheering them. Because if I were to be there, I'll just walk out of that wedding.
Clapping and even cheering them up.
That's the effect of social media.
We ought to be very, very thoughtful when making decisions, especially decisions like this. Yeah. Some things are totally uncalled for. If you ask me, this particular act is uncalled for and shouldn't be done.
It's not.
Oh my God. Oh, and this brings us to the end of today's trending news. As you all know, it is our duty to always bring to you the latest and trending matters, and so we can discuss and trash it out. Feel free to support this show and to advertise your business by calling the number scrolling through your screen. To donate for our forthcoming Adekunle Komolafe Foundation Hot Seat Quiz Competition Season 2, coming up on the 23rd May to 1st July 2026, you can visit us at www.laveritatv productions.com with a donation fee of 5,000 Naira only. For story time with Auntie Kenny, Love Doctor by Mr. V, and other amazing programs, you can follow us on all our social media handles as displayed on your screen. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell. On Laveritatv Trending News, see you next time and bye-bye.